I know I have an easy day tomorrow, so... But let me know what I Yeah, I know I have an easy day tomorrow, so I'm just gonna go for it. I also gotta, like, get Torchlight 3 off my computer at some point.
Great job, Recruit. You continue to exceed our expectations. But we can't stop now. We must discover what this mother is planning. Our only lead is a researcher we lost contact with several weeks ago. He spoke often of the Netherrim, but nobody paid him any mind. Now I wish we had kept him closer. Recruit, I need you to find him. He was last spotted at McTire's Cove. Zaya and Kennick will escort you there. Speak to Kennick at the docks when you're ready to depart.
Oh, I actually get to go somewhere new.
Have I seen you around here before?
Stuff, right? Yeah. It's been a while. I'll see if I can actually play Torchlight. A, B, X, I. Trigger changes sides, right? Okay.
Great. Now I have to babysit you whelps. After years busting my hump for the General, you and this brat Zaya come along and start calling the shots. This gig doesn't pay enough. Whatever. Let's go.
You have completed a quest. Quest has begun.
Okay.
Quest begun. Our heroes set out to find the lost researcher.
It's unfortunate
Their
I
one
stopped
hope
playing this
to pick up the trail of the Netherrim.
I guess I'm just not super
Ancient
happy
trees
with this game.
loom in the darkness ahead. What
Which
lurks
is weird,
in
because
this
I
shadowy
was really into
silence?
Torchlight too. I played Monk and Torchlight
But
too.
ahead they see a light, a beacon in this putrid swamp. Our heroes must make
I feel like
allies
just
here
like,
if they are to survive.
It's like Dragon Mark for Death. I picked the mage, and I'm not going to be really good until later in the game.
So here we are in some swamp in the middle of nowhere. Hope you're happy. You know what? I think I got a better idea.
Partner, I know the General was trying to keep it quiet, but the missing researcher? I'm pretty sure that's my father. Nobody knows more about the Netherrim than him. Let's see if a local can point us in the right direction.
I know that voice, I forget her name. But she also plays the Gauntlet girl in Under Night in Birth.
Imperial researcher? I know the one. Haven't seen him in days. I could find him, but you'll need to do something for me first.
I know
Two
that's
problems.
Debbie Derryberry.
First, I need you to clear out the pests down in the high vid tunnel. Their incessant screeching is frightening my poor alpacas. Second, a foul sister of the dark arts has stolen my baby's collars. Their collars have enchanted gems, and I'd like them back. In the meantime, I shall divine the location of your researcher.
Quest finished. Quest started.
Yay, I guess. Let's see how much of this I can actually remember. That's a game I should stream, Jet Force Gemini. Teleport somewhere, right?
Your pet is hurting. Your pet is running away. You are dying.
Oh, that was teleport. I'm like, I know I have a teleport. What do I do with it?
You are wounded.
I'm gonna be here a while. Oh no.
You feel better. You're nearly dead. Your pet has returned.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be here a while. Okay. That's what it is, I guess.
You've met your end. Your strength is returning.
Nice. memories. Which is funny, because I think I was at his level. Ooh, that's no good. Poison, bleed, actually a little bit.
I recall reading about a massive insect species native to the deserts of Vildaran. The Hyvid can't be the same creatures, can they? Vildaran is thousands of miles away, across an ocean. This bears further research.
I remember the desert on the last game. It was actually a pretty cool area. I did do things like pretty cool. I haven't run into any subquests like that yet, but maybe that'll start guess, but it feels really, really
You have gained a level.
They're hurting your pet.
don't say.
Your pet is badly wounded.
What do you do? I'm paying attention. Mana cost minus 30, 10% crit chance for light skills. Double the wit. Oh, double the wit sounds really good. Sorry, I keep bumping into the skill screen when I actually know what I'm doing. It's 15% magic and additional charge. Okay, so these are all really good once I actually get there. I get to the up points. 10% cooldown reduction. Only get 70 skill points, so never a fan on not being able to like match up. It's like just have them level up as I level up. About Dungeon Fighter. Is that usually flat a couple of different ways you could play them, but you only had enough skill points for like the one way. Maybe it's me. I don't feel like the light and dark are different enough. Well, I don't think they're complementary. I wouldn't mind if light was all single target stuff and dark was like majorly AoE. I'm supposed to do both, but
pet is wounded. You can't carry anymore.
Here.
Your pet has run away.
Oh no, what's up? Oh no, what happened? Oh no, he had an ability too. I do that. But alright, I got you.
Your pet is back.
So you are. A pretty cool hat. That's an okay hat. I need to get a new set at some point. I am not wearing level appropriate gear.
Your pet has arrived.
Oh, just somewhere. Just go find it, idiot. Cool. Over here.
Your health is low.
Okay, yeah, I should watch out for that. Can I not move through walls? Oh, I can't. I just thought I could. So dumb. I didn't pick Gunslinger, that would have been smart.
It's rigged.
Okay. get like, you know, no armor and stuff. Do I have anything? Yeah. And I can 9% bonus to basic attacks. Bad. Only has 5 defensive. It's to block. 1.1% chance to block. That's the problem I have with Diablo-like games, where like all the equipment stuff. That's the problem I had going through Borderlands as well. Where it's like, there's some equipment and like 90% of it is trash. Kind of made PSO opposed to PSO1, where PSO1, yeah, a lot of your equipment's pretty okay. It's not, you know, end all be all, but it's alright. You can pick up a blue or a purple and be like, yeah, alright. And then when somebody has like an orange for a rare drop, you're like, oh yeah, that dude's got the egg blaster, or that dude's got flame intimidation, and it's just like, oh, this is the best. I kind of miss when, I guess I could say that like weapons like that felt special because everything else was still pretty good. It's just that those were a 9 out of 10.
Order is death. Whether it's the humans buried in their crypts, the mindless hordes of Hyvid, or even the Netherim, they all follow an order. They're doomed for it. The only way forward is to break free from order. I won't suffer the same fate as the rest.
I can't pin that voice, I just can't. I don't know why. It sounds really familiar. It's silly when I look it up.
I've a theory of how the Hivid came to infest this island. The pasty hive-like secretions of the Hivid are remarkably buoyant. Could a fledgling Hivid colony create a raft of this material and sail it to this land? The planning that must have been required is staggering.
It's funny because ants do that. Ants in, I believe, it's either the rainforest or somewhere down south. When they have heavy rains, they will bundle together and make a raft. Just float until they can get some. It's not a bad mechanic, but it doesn't last. Yeah. I don't know, I can't think of time tonight, that's all. I thought you were gonna be
Your health is low.
Can I use any of this? Yeah.
Your pack is full. Oh yeah, I did up the sound effects. Sorry, I was like recording stuff. Yeah, I was recording stuff a little while ago, so I had the sound effects super high. Go to McTire's Row. The hell? Not much. I want to free up some space on my computer. I'm trying to finish Torchlight. Holy cow, is it all the way up there? Well, off north I go. Oh, right, guys just come out of the ground here, I forgot. There we go. Yeah, I figured I'd just start doing a backlog. Whoa. Jeez. Your pet has returned.
About time. Acquired quest. Guess I don't have to go up here. Like, it's kind of crazy. I got time on Saturdays now, so I can just do my other video stuff then. So I'm like, oh, well, I probably don't have to do D&D. I don't have to do anything for Skirmish either. I can just start streaming on the weekdays now. Are they blocking me?
It's a trap.
What? I also wanted to make some room for 2x KO. I'm like, oh, I gotta start, like, getting rid of some of these games. And at the bottom of that list was Torchlight 3. A game I bought forever ago. I think Corb and I played this once. Honestly, not as good as Torchlight 2. That's it. Yeah, this was one of those bought to co-op and then played it like once. Like, yeah, this is absolutely that game. Which is crazy, because Torchlight 2 was that as well. Torchlight 2 was that with a different set of friends, where we said, yeah, we're all gonna play Torchlight 2, so we can get away from League of Legends. And then, like, a week later, everybody was back to playing League of Legends, and I was just still playing Torchlight 2. That's how it is. That's how it is with most games, though. Like, I'm not far in enough that I can say this is a bad game, though. It's alright, I just don't think the classes are as good. Like, even the other classes I've seen, they're kinda... As weird as it is to say, they're too complicated, and not in a good way. I went too far, I think I gotta go back. I think the first time I had an experience like that on Steam was when me and a bunch of friends bought Guns of Icarus. Yeah, well, it's more that the mechanics just aren't fun. Like, the classes are too complex and they don't really add to the experience of fun. They kind of just take away from it. Like, it's an okay Diablo, but it feels like more of the same. And nothing really feels cohesive. But I remember that a big fight with this game was that they didn't know if they wanted to make it like a kind of a mobile game, kind of a gacha game where they were gonna nickel and dime you with microtransactions, or just make it a game. And you can still feel a lot of those microtransaction-y systems, like farming and collecting material and all that other good stuff. Stuff that would have just bogged you down by having like a fatigue bar or a you can only play so much per day bar or whatever. A lot of that's still in here. But I know that a lot of, it's a you know, Diablo-like. So I know a lot of the really crazy equipment and stuff is still further down the line, because it's only Act 2. So they haven't started giving me all the nut stuff yet. But even with this class, I don't really feel like the abilities are all that interesting. None of them are really cohesive. I've got a light tree and a dark tree. The dark tree is kind of just really odd spells, and the light tree is kind of just really generic Diablo spells. I'm like the worst parts of a paladin and a sorcerer. It's not like last game in 2 where I played a monk, and I played like a frostbound monk, and his whole deal was that he was literally designed to sit there and counter attacks.
It's trapped.
And then he would deal like ice damage to enemies whenever he countered, and it was a nice little build that was coming together. This guy just kind of has light spells and dark spells, and they're okay sometimes. Speaking of which, level this bad boy up. I think I've got too much light. Hit enemies at starting location in 5%. Hit. While in harmonic form, you file. Oh, that's all I'm doing that. Nah, let me get that. Oh, is that a rival location or at damage location, or start location rather? Which is a shame, because this game, its plot is okay. It's not super deep, but the voice acting and stuff is pretty good. Tires. Got no idea where that is. This is kind of something I get mad at Mobile Suit Skirmish for, when you just design something without purpose. Doesn't mean anything though. I'm nowhere near the box. Like, who cares? Like, I think a better design philosophy would have been if my dark spells were all like really close, but they had a bit of a AoE to them, and my light spells were really far, but they were all like single target. Oh, no wonder I can't go that way. really hard for me not to drop all my points into the laser spell so I can just melt people. Oh, I'm right back here. Cool. Nope. Oh yeah. Well, once people realized this was a formula that they wanted, or that the genuine public wanted, that was kind of it. Like, technically Borderlands is a Diablo-like. It feels different because it's built off of a first-person shooter rather than being a World of Warcraft-like, but it's the same thing. And in all fairness, man, parts of Diablo are hard to like. Like, the part I'm currently going through where I'm kind of bumbling my way through the map, not the best. When you have a crazy item and things are just happening, or you're like midway through the game and your character feels pretty decent, or they feel like a full kit, Diablo's fun. It's like, I know what I'm doing, my equipment's pretty good. That's when Diablo is fun. Or where you're, you know, ridiculously overpowered in the end game.
Your pet is wounded.
It's not like Gauntlet fun, but it's fun. Man, nothing's gonna be nothing will ever be Gauntlet fun. It's crazy. I should really, really, really be fighting Omega and Monster Hunter, but I just can't. It's a shame because a ton of people are saying, yeah, it's pretty good, but I'm so burned on Wilds. Where am I going? Oh yeah, Diablo's not for everybody. that kind of is it. But you have to remember that the Diablo crowd is the Warcraft crowd. Like, same audience. Like, between you and me, my actual appeal to these games is, I tend to just steal side quest and story ideas from here. Because, yeah, Diablo at its core is just a collectathon or a loot grinder, whatever you want to call it. Get loot, level up, get more loot, better number, cooler, whatever. Like, what I remember the most about Torchlight 1 is that the quest and the side quest were really good. Yeah, if you're not into the endless cycle, like, sometimes you just need sometimes you genuinely need a game that, like, has some substance to it. Ebony Grass, Digitus, energy spike while harmonic form is active, fire, barrage of unhold. Excuse me. Oh yeah, in other RPGs, there's a, there's a quest in Diablo too. It's just that you already know most people aren't there for the quest, because Diablo actually has a really good story. Like, don't play it. When you get a minute, go look at, like, a wiki of Diablo's story. Because Diablo's actual story is so much like crawling through menus and stuff. Don't bother. Just go read a wiki. Like, 3's story is actually really, really good. Am I at the place yet? Oh, wait, McTire's Cove is the other place. I had to go back to the thing already. I was wandering around this whole time and I had to go back to town. Oh yeah, people play Diablo for the infinite loot. That was a problem that my Saturday group had, where it wasn't about playing the game and going through it. They would immediately, like, go to the end so that they could run through that final challenge dungeon for better loot grinding, and it's like, oh, this game is just meaningless, huh? Which is funny, because that game has some, like, really interesting plot bits. Like, hey, I think the entire purpose of that game is I thought we killed Satan. You did kill Satan in the last game, but guess what? That's a concept, my dude. Evil is always going to exist, and now go fight Lady Satan. And then you go and fight Lady Satan.
Return, traveler. Yes, good, good. The one you seek awaits in the venomous nest. Beware, something sinister
oh yeah.
lurks in those depths.
Well, a good roguelike has an ending.
You have completed a quest. You started a quest.
It's funny, would you believe that old lady? I am certain that is Debbie Derryberry. Would you believe that that old lady is the same voice as Jimmy Neutron. Like, don't get me wrong, you know what's funny? I think that's where I stopped in Torchlight 2 as well. I got to that very end point where they ask you to do the big infinite dungeon for really, really good equipment, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. Which is funny, because this game opens up and tells you that you missed the super secret cool ending by not getting to the end of that dungeon, and I'm like, well, damn. Oh, no. You know what's weird? For big power fantasy games, I get mad when there isn't a, some kind of, like, late game show off all your stuff dungeon. Like, I hate games that give you the Infinity +1 sword, and then, like, the game's over and there's nowhere to use it.
You are near death. Your life is slipping away.
A couple of games do that, where they give you something to do after you have all the best stuff, or they say, hey, go fight the final boss, but that dungeon's gonna be, like, scaled up to where you are because you did all the stuff. I believe Star Ocean 2 does this, where the moment you step into the bonus area in Star Ocean 2, it assumes that you are going to go in and complete that area, and so it buffs up all of the other areas. Like, the entire last dungeon is 10 times harder because it assumes that you're going to have all that really broken stuff from the extra dungeon. Tales of Graces does this as well with the zone cage, where once you clear the zone cage... Oh yeah. I mean, like, even beyond super bosses, though. Or Tales of Graces does this with Zone Cage, where once you clear Zone Cage, they look at you and say, hey, so I was holding back the final boss, but now that you beat me, he's gonna be, like, 3 times as powerful. And yeah, that final boss, like, pushes your butt in. Like,
You feel refreshed.
he gives you the business.
The Imperial researcher has been spying on my Hyvid colony for weeks. This is unacceptable. His capture was long overdue. I hope the spiders enjoy their feast.
Here for 1 second, huh? Wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, whatever. Actually, hang on. This is genuinely bothering me. Let's see whose voice that is. I know who that is, and I can't think of her name. My goodness, this game came out 5 years ago. Never mind, I'll never know. The IMDb for this game is non-existent. Perception. Fructoid. Oh yeah, just nobody knows. I'll have to either like look at the credits or something. Yep, screw it, who cares? I get mad when the super bosses for games suck though. Because when you do the super bosses and then there's nothing afterwards. Right, with that, never mind. A really bad example of this is Digimon World Data Squad. That game is rife with super bosses, but you can get so strong by the time you're done with them. I don't know if you're aware of what the mechanic in Digimon World Data Squad is. That's the one where What's-His-Face punches Digimon to do his evolution thing. At some point, you can become so strong that you can't actually Digivolve with Agumon because Marcus just one-hit KOs everything with his punch because his strength is, like, proportional to Agumon's strength. Like, I got to a point where I couldn't access any new forms because every time he would do his transformation sequence, he would just haymaker a boss and kill them. Ooh, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Oh no! Mankind's only true predator, teleporting spiders. I think that might be the most disappointing thing I can think of when a super boss just sucks. Oh, it's for my frost tree or whatever. Like, the boss is just bad. A good example of this is Phantasy Star Universe. So, Phantasy Star Universe has... There's the regular boss. It's normally 2 phases. If you're playing offline on normal or hard mode, there's Magashi, and I think it's just Dark Magashi, or True Magashi, or Shin Magashi, or whatever his big guy form is, and it's an okay boss fight, I guess. If you're playing online, it's Dark Falls. Like, something happens where when you play online, you get, like, the true ending, and your party ends up fighting Dark Falls for the millionth time. That Dark Falls fight looks so sick, but it sucks so bad. It's the lamest shit ever. Like, that Dark Falls fight is the epitome of thematic dressing. Because Phantasy Star Universe, you essentially alternate between playing on these 3 different planets, and the fight takes place on the little PSO ring, the symbol for the game, like, balanced in between those 3 planets out in space. And it's the coolest looking thing with the lamest fight. Like, his fight is just not interesting at all. He kind of just floats away and does awful spells to you. And for a game that's mostly about, you know, action RPG stuff, it just kind of tells you, yeah, wait around, dodge some attacks, hope you don't get hit with a really bad spell, and then just, you know, attack them a couple of times. And it's like, oh, come on.
You are ready. Level up.
It's not as bad as the Dark Falls got in Phantasy Star Online 2. Like, those fights actually suck. The first one was okay, but it's okay back when you start the game and you don't have anything. After the game kind of evolves a bit, it then genuinely sucks because you're just too powerful or there are too many mechanics for it to matter. Heck is that? Dark skill. Fire an unstable dark energy ball that hits for a lot of damage and fires off pieces of itself that hit for the same. That actually sounds really good, but what do I want to replace it with? Yeah, I will do that. I have 2 skill points, I didn't know that. Actually, hang on a second. No, why I couldn't was there. hang on, so... Yes, you... Because I know you fight two of them. You fight Olga Flo. Oh, right. That's because in Phantasy Star Online, you can fight Olga Flo and you can fight, Dark Falls. No, I'm remembering this fight correctly. He just sits outside the arena and you whack his tail for a while until he decides to start the fight. Okay, no, I'm correct. I had to think, because you fight Dark Falls in almost every PSO game. I'm like, am I remembering that fight in PSU wrong? Is that not the one where he sits outside the arena and just laughs at you and just says, haha, idiot, you have to hit my weird tentacle crotch, and it's like, And then sometimes I'll fly over the arena and the Rangers can shoot at me. I haven't played New Genesis. Well, I haven't played a lot of New Genesis. I only got up to the first Dark Falls fight, but he kind of just falls out of the sky and it's like, haha, now you gotta fight this evil thing, and don't worry, we have a big photon cannon, so you guys just have to do a couple of fights with it. But there's no really big impact with him like there is in PSO 1 or 2. Who? Oh, God!
Your life is slipping away.
That's true fear.
You're hurt.
You don't say. Man. That's true fear. Walking around and then seeing a name with a health bar.
You are refreshed.
Thank you, adventurer. That spider almost made a morsel out of me. Ooh, let's hurry off to town now. I wish to be as far from here as possible. Post haste! What ho!
It's so hokey, but you can't hate it. Well, I thought I was done.
Your health is low.
Wow. New pet. Return to town with my loot. Oh. I can't, never mind. And I meant to send you to town earlier. Whoop. Well, I guess none of this was important to me. Yes, that is what I said in the video. Executive orders control how those laws are executed, and they have extraordinary powers. No, they don't. They have extraordinary powers over companies that contract with the feds. Not extraordinary, they just kind of determine how some things do. They are powerful if you lack permanent... Oh, there it is. There it is! If you lack permanent legal status to be here, you should not have automatic birthright citizenship for your children. Yes, you should, because they are born in America. They're Americans. That's how I know I'm doing the right thing. I'm starting to get weird orders from people who, like, almost pretend they know what they're talking about. Anyway.
Quest complete.
Thank you again, adventurer. I hope I can return the favor one day. The Netherim? As a matter of fact, I've observed some Netherim right here in the swamp while researching the Hyvid. Speaking of, the Hyvid appear to be starting a new colony. It's unprecedented. The Hyvid have always maintained one single colony, but now they're spreading out and they've started a new one. If this continues, that's bad news for Nova Strea. The Netherim must be involved somehow. Adventurer, find this new colony and snuff it out. There's not much
Your
time
pet
before
has
the
arrived.
I don't know this guy's name. I know he voices Jiraiya in Naruto. That's about it. I guess I'll stupidly cross the wires between streams. Or between content on this channel. Yeah, no, executive orders aren't meant for controlling companies. They're meant for genuinely directing the government on what to do, especially in times of crises or in, like, special political circumstances. They're not just meant to bully companies into doing what you want. They're also not just meant for handling money how you want. They're meant for directing how laws should be executed. Like, you can write a shitty executive order and the judicial branch can tell you to not do that or that something's completely illegal. Like, you can't make new laws, you can just interpret how the current laws are being used. Better than that, Congress can pass a law that says, yeah, that's not real, that doesn't count. Then the judicial branch can also go, yeah, so that breaks the law and the Constitution. Nobody has to do that. Oh, this is the best. What's even better than that, I never get to stop now because somebody told my family I was doing this, and they, instead of coming in and saying, whoa, what's all this? They came in and said, oh, look at you being super woke. We're so proud of you. I'm like, oh, well, I'm done. I get to do this forever now. Thanks.
It's trapped.
Go to Bogwood Hollow. Up here. Oh, right, I meant to sell stuff. Potion, what is potion lot? Oh, man. Insane. I had initially only meant to do like 2 or 3 videos of that following the Discord thing, because there was literally enough misinformation in that one video that I almost threw up. Like, in that single argument alone, there was enough misinformation that I thought I was gonna just have a heart attack. I never thought I would meet someone who was so intentionally wrong and everything. And then I'm like, yeah, I'll do a couple of info videos like I used to and call it a day. Nope, that's done now, thanks. I can forget putting the genie back in that bottle. Oh no.
You are wounded. Your path has arrived.
Is that all? Should I be using potions more? I'm getting them like crazy. I was gonna say, influencing a, Influencing a company is actually done through trade tariffs, which is a part of the executive branch. Executive orders are, however, used to do criminal pardons. You can simultaneously influence the judiciary action against or for someone. That's kind of a part of that. You kind of just write it and say, hey, don't worry about prosecuting this person. It's not important. In fact, just forget about it. Pardon. Or you can literally laser focus somebody's within reason. You can laser focus somebody's judiciary actions. How long does it take me to just kill a bug with happy slaps? That was way too long. Oh no.
You are near death. You are dying.
You feel much healthier.
You don't say, and all I had to do was guzzle an entire jug of Kool-Aid. Jeez. Still no better pants, huh? That's alright. Can I see down there so I can see what's blocking me? Oh, nothing? Cool. Nah, I'm gonna go this way. If anything, it's gonna be over here. No, it's another boss. What the heck? Oh, that's a robot. Wow, this game is not great on, like, lateral surfaces. Why does everybody have the freaking goo ball?
You're gravely wounded.
Oh boy. Dropped a walking stick. Watch out, everybody. There's the band I wanted to find.
You feel better.
Oh no. 5 seconds is just more bosses. I've watched all of Zetez. Or Z's. Remember a while ago how I talked about, like, the worst parts of Double are the parts where he's fighting because the fights are kind of lame, but all the detective stuff is cool? This is, like, good fights and the good detective parts. I actually do. Like, so far, it looks pretty good, but we're only 5 episodes in. Like, I'm gonna, you know, reserve judgment until it's finished, because... You know what's weird? I think the investigative portions are really, really good. I think the fights are okay. I do like the camera work, where nothing stays the same between shots. It's okay, it could be mid. Like, I can see where it's mid. Looking at it from, like, a kind of artistic point of view, the camera work during the fights constantly shifting and having things move around because it's a dream and nothing makes sense is actually kind of interesting to me. You know what? I can live with okay. I think the aesthetic portions of it are pretty good. I do think the detective work on it is actually pretty good. Him having, like, a direct connection with the police is a nice send-up to back to, like, Kuga, where he worked really closely with the police, too. I think that's pretty cool, because, you know what? I wouldn't mind if there aren't too many characters in a Kamen Rider series and it ends up being a decent police drama. I thought that's what Wizard was going to do, and it ended up just not doing any of that. Oh yeah, I think once the outside matches the inside, it's going to be a really good series. Because whenever he's like Agent 7, those parts are really good. But when he goes back to being Baku, it's kind of, it's okay. It reminds me of,
You're close to dying.
I cannot remember his name. Reminds me of Wataru from Kiba. Where some of the worst parts of Kiba are you having to follow Wataru around. But once he starts doing all the secret agent stuff, you know what? I don't think they need more time in the oven. I think the side characters literally just need more time. Despite us having had an entire episode focused on one of them, I think we literally just need to take a moment and just look at the side characters for a while. Because I really want to like them. I don't think we should have done police guy first or detective guy first as one of the first villains or the first victims or whatever. I'm like, I would have... Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah, we're on the same page. I would have liked to have gotten to know him more and had him been around, and then it's like, what's his problem? Oh, why does he... I thought he loved being a cop. Why does he want to blow up the station? Oh yeah, they definitely needed to have more build-up time. Like, I would have loved to... That would have been... No, you're right, that would have been so cool. You get to know them over the series, and like midway point, like a mid-season power-up or an ultimate form was, oh, I thought I knew this guy. And then it becomes the whole subconscious dream thing where it's like, you probably did know him pretty well. He probably didn't know himself that well. Like, I'm hoping that this series really goes into, like, dream psychology and stuff, where it's like, people don't actually know what they want. Their subconscious constantly fills that in. Like, I didn't think the bride thing was that bad. I thought that was actually kind of good. Especially with the whole fake out. I do like how quickly Baku bounced back from that, though. Where he's like, oh, I had this all wrong. Uh-oh. Yeah, you know what? This series is going to have to really do some stuff, especially considering Gov. Like, it's following Gov.
You have gained a level.
And... Gotta do some light. And so I haven't light. 5, 7, 10, 13. Dark. 5, 7, 10, 12. So yeah, point into dark. Trying to think. I can't think of a series that said, hey, you've got your work cut out for you.
their death.
I don't have any potions either. Holy cow. I guess the last one to say, hey, you'd better pick up the slack would have been Den-O to Kabuto. But if you're not into a power fantasy, Kabuto's kind of mid-tier.
You're hurt.
Like, on a retrospective, man, Kabuto's really middling. What's that? Tractor. Do critical damage to bleed for base damage. Oh, right, I meant to throw these over in the thing. It's true, though. Like, I don't even know what else to say. That's all I think back to. I'm like, man, that series was... People love it so much, but outside of the power fantasy, like, a really unlikable main character. Decent side cast, but your main character is so busy stealing the spotlight, nobody gets any time to do anything. Oh yeah. I don't know if you've listened to any of that band's other songs, but those two usually do, like, some really kind of trippy music. Oh yeah, I'd absolutely say that's like a high B, maybe an A minus.
Your strength is returning.
You know what I hate to say? I want to see what happens to Z's when it, like, runs out of steam, so to speak. Like, what happens after they hit that midway point of the series where they have to, like, stop exploring all the what-ifs and say, alright, this is what the series is about. I hate to say this, but you could always end up... There's never a wrong time to have another Kamen Rider J where the plot just attempts to come together in the last 3 episodes. Of course.
Your life is slipping away. Your pet is back.
You know what? As long as we don't get another Gotchard where the main character is the worst part of the show, I don't care. Like, I know we'll never get Build again, But as long as we don't get another gotchard where the main character is like my least favorite part of the show, it's fine.
Quest started.
What the heck is that? Oh. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. I thought I was doing something cool. Every time.
You are dying.
Alright. Optional grubs. They're all the way in the back, of course. Is this another boss? A boss? Oh crap, it is.
So was it you who defeated Brawl? I expected more. No matter. You did me a favor, really. You're just in time for me to test out my new Hive Queen, Sora. If you want to do me another favor, go ahead and die!
Oh no, a bigger model of the enemy I was already fighting.
You're refreshed.
Oh, that explains that it's a slow-moving projectile. So if I just stand in it, it'll kill me.
You are wounded. You are near death.
Darn it.
Your struggles are over.
Nah, I'll try it again later. Alright, it's like 10:30. I actually have to do work tomorrow. I'll put this up when I get back home tomorrow, because my internet can actually handle it. Otherwise, that's about it for now. I'll see you later.